Alright guys, welcome. I am actually busy with, I don't know, checking out what the true situation here is, because Malcolm Landgrab autonomously flirted with and kissed Kayla Pleasant. And she's supposed to be a very good, wholesome person. And I actually just want to see kind of what to do now, because I didn't intend for this to be happening in the story, and I kind of have to decide, is she willing to give up her family for this fling and destroy his, because they both have wholesome families, or should I just say, okay, there was some feelings between them, but they, decided to be friends? That's kind of my question. So I'm literally putting them down next to each other to see what happens. If there's anything further, it almost doesn't seem like it. Seems like it was some one-time thing. And if that is the case, then I'm just going to end it, because that was obviously ACR that went ballistic. He doesn't even have as much chemistry with her as with his wife and a lot of other ladies in town. So I don't quite know. This doesn't really make sense to me. She has the same amount of chemistry with him as she has with her husband, Daniel. But I have to say, I feel like just letting them decide to they're friends, and okay, that flirt meant nothing, and none of them are willing to risk their families over it, because it would really be dumb from their side, if I can put it that way. Her fear is to fall out of love with Daniel. So I honestly don't think that these people would pursue something like this. And I'm going to use common sense here, and I'm going to edit their relationship so that they make the decision, okay, it's over. Nothing happened post a flirt and I think a kiss. They did this while I was playing other families, and to be fair, I haven't set up their ACR settings at that stage. I didn't put people to faithful and things like that yet. So I feel like this would just be, they're deciding to just be friends. And we're just gonna, oh, great, you're leaving on your own. That's even better. I don't even have to say goodbye to you. Yeah. So anyway, you're just getting a sneak peek into that. Sometimes in Sims things happen that you're kind of shaking your head about and wondering how that happened. And this was one of those things. Obviously, it could have been juicy drama, but there's some families that you just don't want to split up. And I don't want to split up Daniel and Kayla. They make a nice couple. They really seem invested in their family. So I don't think it's realistic. And I also don't want to split up Malcolm Landgrab from his wife, because the backstory is just that they're this wonderful couple since they were in school together. So I honestly don't, I'm not going to make all of that fall apart. So yeah, this is the Pleasant home. It's a interesting floor plan. Bedroom is over here. I kind of like how that turned out. But as I play, you will see in this episode and further on that thin hallway that they have is really a pain. And if I could change anything on the house, that would be what I would change. But yeah, other than that, it is a nice looking house. I really like how it turned out. Yeah, it's standard, living areas on the bottom, bedrooms on the top. So yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning over here, and the kids are in bed. We have their older kids, and there's two bathrooms on top, and then we have the nursery with the little ones sleeping, the twins. And downstairs we have more than one bathroom actually. This house has enough bathrooms. Little seating area as you come in with a guest bathroom, little study nook, and kind of open plan dining room kitchen. The staircases, there's two of them leading up, and a living room, which isn't terribly big. And next to the dining room and kitchen, we have another bathroom. So, yeah, it's a nice house to play in, except for this thin hallway with the two staircases. Um, if I could redo something, I would make the hallway wider somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but that would be what I would do. Alright, let's just save quickly now that we fixed the relationship. Okay, I'm going to send Kayla back to bed because yeah, it's like 2 in the morning. So I just wanted to sort out this situation with their relationship because it was really bothering me. Okay, so their eldest son, in 4 days he will be a teen, and then Haley, his sister, in 5 days. She's basically a year younger than he is, according to my calculations. And then there's 3 days until the toddlers, Diane, Jane, and Jeff, becomes children. They have not learned enough of their skills yet. We'll really need to work on that. It's kind of like hard mode to get that done. But okay, we'll do our best. If you look at the family tree over here of Daniel, Daniel has a lot of kids. He lived quite a rough life and had many women in his life. There's Kaylynn's twins, and yeah, she went on to have other kids. Okay, but anyway, Daniela Santowski is his daughter, as well as Kira Santowski. That's his twins with Kaylynn. And then let me quickly show you. So Danielle, her last name is Bui because Mary Sue remarried, but she's the sister of Lilith and Angela. You can see Lilith and Angela are there with their kids. And then he had a child, Stefan, with Steffi. She was a randomly generated maid. She married into the Gilscarbo family after that. And then he has a son with Dina, Mario Moroni. So yeah, there was a big thing. She escaped from jail, and he was living his rough life and drinking a lot and not having a good way of life. And the two of them ended up getting together one evening, and yeah, so he also has a son with her. All right. So that's pretty much it. Kayla is actually Kaylynn Spitzig. I think I've mentioned that, but I changed her name so we don't have a million Kaylyns running around. He wants to marry off 6 children. No, he has a gazillion children, so that is highly possible. He needs some skills to progress in his job. She is not working. She's a homemaker, but she also wants to marry off 6 children. Now, she's on 4. So that means she kind of needs 2 more, which I'm not sure if I want to do that to myself. We'll see. But okay. So here we have their son's personality, Nathaniel. He's playful and active. He'll probably be a pleasure sim if I look at this. I think that might be the direction I'd go. His sister is kind of similar there. Diane, she's very neat. Not very outgoing, but she is active, so I think probably acknowledge him. And Jeff, yeah, fortune or knowledge, I would say. He seems like a bit of a go-getter. So, we'll see how that plays out. The toddlers are up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. So I guess it's that time. Oh, they're not the only ones up. Haley's up too. Alright, let's get the parents up so that they can manage their kids. I think potty training would be the first thing to start off with. So, yeah, she can potty train Diane Jane. Oh wow, she's jumping on her bed, but she's jumping through the ceiling, if you really look at this. Wow, I'm glad you're having a good time. Just, does your head hurt? Because you must be bumping it on the roof. Hilarious. Okay, so we'll let him play with blocks a little bit. And we could probably... Well, she's one away from fulfilling her mechanical. So I think we can let her do the same. I can play a little bit. Oh, now she can't get there. Wonderful, because no one ever walks through the hallway. What a pain. Yeah, no. Is she still gonna do it? Or is it gonna become a cancelled interaction? I have a lot of bathrooms. I don't know, should I take this bathroom in the middle away? And just make it a hallway. I'm kind of considering it, to be honest. Okay, splendid. Daniel has the day off. So that would be excellent for him helping with the toddler skills. I mean, he does need some skills for work, but he could stay a coach. It's not that it's his life wish or something. Okay, what's happened here now? She obviously cancelled the interaction. So let's try again. Okay, well, we can let him play a PC game just to get his fun up a little. And Jeff can build his relationship with his siblings. That can be cute. He should have a friendship with his siblings or some type of relationship, so. See how the potty training goes over here. Alright, so we're in Daniel Pleasant's home, and he has married Kaylynn Spitzig, which I turned into Kayla, so we don't have another Kaylynn. And yeah, they have a family together. His life has changed quite a bit, and they are actually quite happy together. So there has been a little bit of an incident in the past, though, between her and Malcolm Landgrab. But hopefully that is sorted. It was ACR that pretty much did this, and I've decided that they had a kind of a fling and then decided to call it quits and just be friends. So it ended with a kiss, and that was it. And they're moving on from that point. She's not willing to give up her entire family for something silly like that, and he's not willing to give up his, and that's it. So, alright, it's Tuesday morning, 8:04, and they're quite busy with their toddlers, teaching them all their skills. Kayla is not working, she's at home. Daniel is a coach, level 9. He still needs some skills in order to get promoted. And yeah, we'll see what we can teach the kids today. Perhaps she can work on Diane Jane's walking. And Daniel, let's see. We'll have to get him to work with Jeff a little bit. He could probably teach him a nursery rhyme. And the older kids have to go to school. So we're gonna send them off. To see if I can get down the stairs, because the routing in this house is a bit of a mess for some reason. Okay, the phone is ringing. But I don't think anyone's gonna answer that right now. Okay, Kitty's off to school. Alright, so I really like this house actually, as it is from the outside. The floor plan though is a bit of a challenge to play. The hallway being just one tile wide with doors opening up in it is a bit of a mess. You'll see that that's not very efficient. Okay, so this is really cute. Bella is teaching Diane Jane to walk, and it's just such cute animations. I got this little pajama dress that is available for the toddlers, and it's also very sweet. I got quite a few outfits for the toddlers. Cece, it's from here and there, but I'm really happy that I got them. It's very cute. Suits them well and just adds a little bit more variety. Okay, so for some reason they stopped with the teaching to walk animation, but I think, you know, mood wise, we need to pay a bit of attention to their mood. So I'm going to let her take care of Diane Jane's needs as well as her own for a bit. Alright, we can get some omelets for breakfast once she feeds her daughter. Lucy passing by with her dog, and the mail is here. So this is Lucy and one of her little dogs. Lucy Goth, because she's married to Alexander Goth. I have episodes out on them. If you haven't seen that yet, it's nice episodes to watch. So go and enjoy them. So she's out for an early morning walk. Well, it's not really that early, 10:26 for a morning walk. Oh, Diane Jane is a cutie. Okay, she's done eating. Maybe Kayla can first get her out of the chair and just put her down for a nap. I think that's a good idea. Oh, now it's lunch. Okay, so it's changed over, but it doesn't matter. She can get something to eat. That's really cute. Let's take a picture of that. Okay, we're gonna have to quit this as far as they are because he needs to pay some other attention. Sorry. He needs to pay some other attention to Jeff's needs. The fact that both parents are in just green aspiration makes it a little bit hard because I can't make smart milk for the toddlers, so it's taking really long to teach them their skills. The smart milk is such a handy thing to have because it's not only filling their hunger, but it's also uh, helping with the skill learning. She obviously burned the food. Great job. Okay, she's going to feed him some burnt food. But lucky for him, when he gets his little bowl, it doesn't look as bad as what the rest of them have to eat. This can make a nice photo, the two of them being together, even though it's burnt food. They're talking about a baby. Are they talking about their kids, or do the two of them want another one? Maybe she feels that if they had another child, her attention wouldn't be elsewhere and would remain on her husband. Because we know that she kind of stepped over the line. Okay, so Daniel can snuggle his son a bit, tickle him, and also take him to have a bit of a nap. Then he can take care of his own needs. Oh, she's awake. What's going on with Kayla? Oh, she just needs some fun or something. Okay, we'll let her play something for a bit. We'll let him just take out his daughter from the crib first. Give some attention to her as well. And then you can use maybe potty train her first. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Nathaniel needs some advice. Okay, well, which one's more powerful? We'll just say they're both equal. Oh, he's not following our advice. Okay, whatever. He's one of those. He asks for advice and then follows his own head. Okay, so hopefully Daniel can take care of his needs now. We've interrupted him so many times. Okay, that's up enough. She can eat something. She's clearly still hungry. She can take a shower after. Daniel can also finish eating. Clean up a bit and put the leftovers away, even though it's burned. Yeah. Now the kids are back from school. Let's just check their moods. Okay. She wants to clean up. She can just have a snack. She's not really that hungry. So she can have some juice, use the bathroom. See her brother. Should lock that in. He can come and use this bathroom. Also take a shower. Also have some juice. I just want to see, yeah, he's had homework help, so he can do his homework on his own. I don't know about her. I'm assuming that they both had homework help though. I kind of remember doing something like that. I just need to move this because they will not be able to reach where they're supposed to be. Because she's in a pretty good mood. So she's just playing a little bit. I'll send them both to the bedroom. Yeah, they don't have a adjuster, but I need to just check. Yeah, I never set their settings, and I think that's why ACR messed up with this family, because I didn't set anything, and then it just made them be completely immoral, which is not what you want. For every family, at least. I mean, most of my families, I'm trying to at least make them moral people with certain things that they are okay with and certain things they're not. So, you know, the cheating part specifically obviously wasn't set. Yeah. So hopefully now. What did I do there? There we go. Hopefully this will be better now. We're not going to have some unwanted things take place again. Okay, we'll just let him kind of pace around until Kayla comes to the room. So we're going to let them spend some romantic time together. You see what I mean with the routing? She's literally going downstairs in order to come back upstairs. Go back and play with the ball. Oh, her brother. Okay. Okay, they are actually trying to have another child. It was interesting to me, the pop-up that they had, the speech bubble, and they were having a conversation. When he gets up, he can go hold Jeff. Yeah, there we go. The jingle is there. Okay. She'll just get back in bed. He'll just let Jeff out. Okay, so there's only 2 days left before the toddlers age up, even though they have not got all their skills. So that's something to kind of keep in mind, because we're really battling to teach them skills. We'll have to see how we can improve that. Okay, let's just give them their rewards. Oh, she doesn't have any. Okay, we'll get him a bottle. And he can have a juice in the meantime. Oh, looks like Haley finished her schoolwork. She's painting. But alright, let's let her chat with some neighborhood children a little bit. Brenda, Stefan. Stefan is her half brother. Jessup and Benin. And then she can sleep. Her brother can also chat with these kids for a bit. And play some games, and then he can also go to sleep. Okay, I'll just quickly show you. This is Vamsi car. She was a randomly generated, I don't know if it was, I think she was in the law enforcement direction. And yeah, she ended up marrying first one of my other NPCs that I made playable, who was a gardener. He unfortunately passed away eventually. And they had 2 kids, and then eventually she married Joe Carr. So, who she's married to currently and also has a family with. We'll get to know them soon. Alright, so guys, I'm going to end this part here. Please join us for the next episode, and we'll continue on with Daniel Pleasant and his family.